F.E.A.R, fear, funny emotion around risk. Fear can prevent us from pursuing what we really want in life. It can prevent us from starting our own businesses, making those cold calls to hot prospects, or asking referrals, even though we know in our hearts that we really deserve them. The good news is that there are plenty of examples in our culture where overcoming a fear of failure has yielded great rewards. We hear stories all the time about how successful people have experienced the most failure, how the greatest inventors of all time had the largest or most frequent flops. When's the last time you heard about a truly great dream materializing without someone taking a few well-calculated risks along the way? Here are a few tips for conquering the fears that may be standing between you and high performance. First, have a plan. You'll be more confident and more likely to succeed if you have a carefully conceived plan. If you're thinking about making the leap to running your own business, make sure you have a solid business plan that's well vetted by people who aren't afraid to give you tough love feedback on its merits. Before you pick up the phone to call the big fish, make sure you've run through what you'll say and that you've planned your responses to questions or objections they may have. Before you ask for a referral, take the time to plan the best opportunity for doing so. A previous installment of our blog listed no less than 6 situations that are ideal times to ask for a referral. Feel free to check out our blog archive online if you're scratching your head right now wondering what those 6 situations might be. Secondly, visualize success. Taking the time to visualize a successful outcome is imperative. In fact, if you can't visualize success, you need to take a step back and ask yourself why. The first person you need to convince is yourself. We teach our efficiency sales professionals to visualize all 5 senses of a successful outcome: what it will look like, feel like, sound like, taste like, and even smell like. A richly visualized outcome can fool your brain into thinking that the positive outcome has already happened. Did you ever close your eyes and visualize biting into a lemon, only to find your mouth salivating as if you'd already done so? As powerful as it is, the human brain often has difficulty distinguishing between what is real and what is imagined. And that's actually a good thing when you're visualizing successful outcomes. Finally, remember that your action will not determine the rest of your life. Woody Allen, the famous comedian, used to have such performance anxiety that before he'd walk out on stage to do his stand-up act, he'd close his eyes and repeat to himself, "Nothing I do today will influence my career in any way." A mentor of mine once told me that if you just do the right thing all the time, sooner or later you'll do it at the right time, at which point you'll finally enjoy the success you deserve. Another mentor of mine once highlighted the difference between distress and eustress, E-U-S-T-R-E-S-S, a term coined by endocrinologist Hans Seil to describe good stress. Too much stress can lead to a suboptimal outcome. However, a little anxiety can actually empower higher performance. I actually keep a small metal plaque on my desk that says, "What would you attempt to do if you knew you could not fail?" Can you imagine how much happier and more impactful you would be if you adopted this attitude in your own life? Just do it. You'll wonder why you didn't start living by this motto years ago.